everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Overs. The Saints are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Lions team that wants to be careful not to play into that strength. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 5. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be first down, Saints.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down Lions. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And Myers able to knock it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, last week we saw this guy play really, really well. A top-notch performance. I'm sure he's ready to do it again today, and we get to witness it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
The goal of every offense is to move for completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. At the end of 1, 6-3. That's our score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up at 6-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's is up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because not run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught at the 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And his kick is good. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have
got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. Forced the fumble last time. Now 2 turnovers that they forced here in this first half, Charles.
And this defense has set the tone for the game. Taking it away twice here in the first half of the game, that's going to make the offense so uncomfortable the rest of the game and really make them focus on ball security. Sometimes that cuts down your ability to make big plays.
The offense will try to prove you wrong here. They'll try to find that comfort.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Back to throw now on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, surveying the field. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's got time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
So let's take a look at the highlights.
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Pass interference, defense.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit!
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thomas has got it, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Matt Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are pouring it on. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to it.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but That's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd and 10 here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Jones has it over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
2nd down following the incompletion.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Detroit.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Time for a break. And his throw is incomplete. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Ebron with it over the middle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw here.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A very costly sack there on third and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big